Yo, what's up, Iron Minds? Welcome to our next video. And today's topic is going to be one setup for life. So, this setup will forever work and you will be able to trade it your whole life. Unless you take away the markets from us, we will be able to make money off of this model. This model is very simple. It is ICT based, so it is a really good model, and I have backed data for it and everything. So let's jump straight into it. So let's start with general information. So it is important to understand that this model or ICT concepts in general are always time price based. So it is always time first and then price. So it doesn't matter if you see this model form at like, I don't know, 1 a.m. in the morning. It doesn't matter. It is all about time. When the time aligns with price, then we can look for this model. And the third part is that ICT doesn't really teach, or it is not really teachable, is mind. So you really need that iron mind to trade this model, because this model will be challenging for you if you don't really have a focused and well thought out plan, risk management, etc. You will have to work on that too, because you will have losing streaks, you will have losing days, and you will have also losing weeks. So you will be able and you will have to work on that and like really stay unfazed by these days, because the good days will always, overdo the bad days. So let's start with time. So as I said earlier, it is important that time aligns first. So you can choose your time. We have the London Silver Bullet. As you can see here, this is our first model. So this starts at 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. So the time for this London Silver Bullet is 1 hour. Between 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. Set your time on TradingView, your broker, and anything. Set it to New York time. All right, because everything is based on New York time. So if you are up in the morning, you can trade this model. It is very simple. You'll have to just get to the charts, let's say 10 minutes before 3 a.m. and mark out the Asia highs and lows and just wait for it to be swept, right? So we'll have to wait for either the Asia highs or the Asia lows to be swept. So in this case, you can see right here, the Asia lows got swept. And that's why we will be looking for longs. And if you would have swept the Asia highs, we will be looking for shorts, right? Because once you sweep a sell side liquidity pool, the market now is seeking buy side. So highs. And once we sweep buy side, the market is seeking sell side. So the lows, right? So that's a very simple model. So wait for a liquidity sweep, Asia highs or lows, then a market structure shift. And if you don't know what a market structure shift is, check out my last video about it. It is very simple and you will get it by just watching the other video. I will link it down below. After the market structure shift, wait for a fair value gap to form, so a imbalance, and then you will see a retracement into it, and then you enter your positions and aim for the Asia highs, or also just 2R, because with this model, I would just aim for 2R and put your stop loss always at the lows or at the highs if you're going short. Now, this is the first London Silver Bullet. Now, we can also trade the New York AM Silver Bullet. So just to get this clear, this works for every pair. So for crypto, futures, and every Forex pair. So I don't know if what you trade, like EU, GU, gold, everything, it works the same. So this one starts at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. New York time. So after you traded the London Silver Bullet, you'll have some time to rest, to come back stronger for the New York AM Silver Bullet. So 10 to 11 a.m. New York time. As I said, set your time to New York time. Now here, the liquidity pools can be different. So it's either the previous day's high and the previous day's low, or the London highs and London lows like of the previous session. So it'd be this low right here and this high right there for the New York AM Silver Bullet. But I would go with the PDH and PDL, so the previous day's high and the previous day's low. So just go into your daily chart and mark them out. Very simple. Just use the candle prior to the day you are currently trading and mark out their high and lows with the wicks, etc., all included together. Then you just wait for either, as I said, the previous day's high or the previous day's low to be swept, and then you'll be looking for the same thing as the London Silver Bullet, so a market structure shift, a fair value gap, and if there is a breaker, it gives you more confirmation, as you can see here. But yeah, nevertheless, you just need a market structure shift, fair value gap, and aim for the opposing liquidity pool. Now, let's sum it up real quick so you can have a brief overview. So if you want this checklist, just screenshot that. Wait for PDH or PDL to be swept. As you can see, we swept here the previous day's low, so we'll be looking for longs, and if we would have swept the previous day's high, we would be looking for shorts. Now, after that, wait for a market structure shift on the 5-minute, then a fair value gap on the 3-minute, and then you enter your position as soon as it trades into the fair value gap, and then you'll just aim for 2R or take partials and aim for the higher liquidity pool. So it is very simple. And yeah, that's the checklist. That's the model that everyone should be trading. Every ICT trader, profitable ICT trader like me, like everyone in VIP, is trading this model because it is very accurate, and you can go back test it and you will notice how accurate it actually is. So now I would suggest we should go into the charts and I'll show you a live example. All right, now we are on the charts. So now let's take a closer look at live price action so you understand the model better, right? So this white line right there represents our previous day's high, okay? And this line right there is our previous day's low. So as I said before, we wait for either the previous day's high or the previous day's low to get swept. Now you can see during the London session, so 3 to 4 a.m. New York time, which is our first silver bullet, nothing happened, no liquidity sweep, nothing. So I waited for the New York AM session. So we were trading up. We took out the previous day's high right here. But then I was waiting for the news to happen. So no trades till 10 to 11 a.m. as I said before. And then you just wait for what? A market structure shift and a fair value gap. So the liquidity sweep already happened right there. And now you just wait for a market structure shift and a fair value gap. Now, the best time frames to find these are the 3-minute chart. So you can see this swing low being broken. And if you still don't understand what the market structure shift is, go watch a video that I did about market structure shift. I will link it below and then come back to this video. Now you can see that we created this small imbalance, so this small fair value gap. So I put my entry right there at the beginning. You can see how we trade up. We even trade a bit higher into this order block and then perfectly selling off, aiming for 2R. As I always preach, 2R is all you need. So that's the model actually live traded right there. Very simple. Previous day's high swept. So liquidity sweep happened, market structure shift for value gap, and aim for 2R. So trading can be this simple. All right. Now I also, to end the video, got this model all in detail explained in a free PDF you can download in the description. It is 100% free and you can download it and study the PDF. It is really detailed and really well explained with pictures and everything. So yeah, you can download it down below.